came to the LA Temple in 1982, and as I think the first representative of the new devotees who were not fortunate enough to get Srila Prabhupada's association. I came, and my first service was as a servant at ITV. I think Siddhanta may have recovered from that by now. And one of my responsibilities was to duplicate tapes for distribution. And one of the tapes that I duplicated many times was Your Ever Well-Wisher. And as such, I got to see Prabhupada and observe his nuances, hear the tenor of his voice. And at the time that I'd come to the temple, I had been exposed to many of his books. I'd read Bhagavad-gita a couple of times and pretty much had worked my way through Srimad Bhagavatam. I worked for ITV for 4 days a week, and on the weekends I went out on book distribution. And I recall at that time, somewhere around that time, we were distributing copies of Srila Prabhupada's biography. And I had read the first couple of sections of that. And I recall I was on Sankirtan, and I was explaining to someone the contents of this book. And I was saying to this person that someone someday is going to make a movie of this man's life. And I was telling him about how he came to America and so many of the pastimes. And I think that the combination of having seen Prabhupada so many times on film, having read his books, and having been exposed to his biography, was so meaningful to me. And I was explaining this to this person. So at some point, this person interrupted me and said, "So when did you meet him?" And it hit me like a hammer that I never had. And I forget, in all the years since, that I have never met Prabhupada. And to me, that is something which speaks of his purity and his potency. And I am so touched by hearing everyone's association with Srila Prabhupada that I just want to say that for those of us who have never met Srila Prabhupada, but still feel that connection, your words are truly nectar for us. Because through you, we can get those experiences. And I think that you should not take that lightly. I think that you've been very, very blessed. And for those of us who have not been so fortunate and who are eternally envious of you, that is a very great responsibility that I hope that you will continue to share with us and give us that mercy.
Je anilo premadana Karuna prachu